the Sony WH-1000XM5 is still one of the best noise-canceling headphones ever made. The Sony WH-1000XM6 is the current flagship, built on the same foundation with a processor 7 times faster, for more microphones, a redesigned headband, and a new driver developed with mastering audio engineers. This video answers which is right for you. The XM5 uses 2 processors controlling 8 microphones to deliver noise cancellation that was, at the time of its release, the best available in consumer headphones. That statement still holds up well. The Auto NC optimizer reads the environment and adjusts the cancellation level automatically. It handles office HVAC, plane engines, and commuter transit reliably. For most buyers, it eliminates enough of the world that the world stops being a problem. The XM6 uses the new HD noise cancelling processor QN3 7 times faster than the QN1 inside the XM5, processing 12 microphones simultaneously in real time. That speed difference is not about raw noise removal volume. It is about how quickly and precisely the system responds to changing sound environments. Where the XM5 applies solid, predictable cancellation, the XM6 adapts to each frequency band individually as conditions shift, which means it performs better in mixed noise environments where the acoustic profile changes continuously, like street-level urban commuting or crowded transit. The improvement is audible in those specific conditions. In a steady-state environment like a plane cabin or a quiet office, the gap narrows considerably. Edge, Sony WH-1000XM6. Both headphones sound excellent. The distinction is in what Sony prioritized in each driver design. The XM5 delivers the warm, full sound signature that the XM line built its reputation on, satisfying across genres, slightly elevated bass that makes music feel present and engaging, and a mid-range that never gets harsh. For buyers who want headphones that sound good immediately with no adjustment, the XM5 earns that description from the first session. The XM6 was co-developed with mastering audio engineers and uses a carbon fiber dome driver, a material choice that reduces resonance in the high-frequency range where lesser drivers introduce distortion or harshness. The result is a sound that is more accurate than the XM5 rather than more pleasant. Instruments sit more precisely in the stereo field. Vocals have more texture, and the high end is cleaner on demanding material. Whether that matters to you depends entirely on whether you notice and care about the difference between accurate and engaging. Casual listeners may prefer the XM5's more immediately satisfying tuning. Critical listeners will hear what the XM6 does differently. Edge, Sony WH-1000XM6 on reference accuracy. XM5 on immediately satisfying warmth. The XM5's headband design received consistent criticism that Sony clearly heard before building the XM6. The XM5's single arch headband, while lightweight, creates concentrated pressure points on certain head shapes during extended, where a complaint that appears in long-term ownership reviews with enough frequency to reflect a genuine fit limitation rather than individual variation. The XM6 redesigned the headband with a wider, asymmetrical profile and smooth synthetic leather, using a stepless slider and seamless swivel that allow micro-adjustments the XM5's design did not permit. That correction is meaningful for buyers who wear headphones through 6 to 8 hour workdays or long-haul flights. Customer feedback on the XM6 comfort is still mixed. Some report all day, where without issue. Others flag discomfort after extended sessions, but the redesign addresses the specific structural weakness of the XM5. There is also a durability concern unique to the XM5 that buyers considering it should know about. Multiple customers report headband degradation and right earpiece failures that appear within the product's expected lifespan. These are not isolated reports. The XM6 is too new to have equivalent long-term durability data, but the XM5's structural track record is a real factor for buyers making a longevity decision at this price point. Edge, Sony WH-1000XM6. The XM5 uses 4 beamforming microphones with advanced audio signal processing, delivering clear voice isolation on calls in noisy environments, a genuine capability upgrade over older Sony headphone generations and competitive with the category. The XM6 deploys a 6-microphone AI beamforming system with wind-resistant design and intelligent noise reduction that Sony specifically improved over the XM5 generation. In testing comparisons, voice isolation in demanding outdoor and urban environments is meaningfully better on the XM6. The system isolates and tracks the voice more precisely when ambient noise is high and variable. For buyers who take frequent work calls on the move, that improvement is one of the more practically felt differences between the 2 generations. Edge, Sony WH-1000XM6. Both headphones deliver 30 hours of battery life, identical at the top of the category. Both support a 3-minute quick charge for 3 hours of playback. Both charge via USB-C with the option to listen while charging. Both support wired connection via audio cable as a backup. The XM6 supports USB PD fast charging for the quick charge feature, which requires a compatible adapter. The XM5's quick charge works from any USB-C source without that dependency. For travelers who rely on quick charges from varied power sources, that distinction is worth knowing. Both headphones support Bluetooth multipoint for connecting to 2 devices simultaneously, with mixed customer reports on connection stability across both models. Edge. Even on battery. XM5 Lite Edge on quick charge flexibility. The XM5 does not fold, it sits flat, but does not collapse into a compact profile for travel. The case it ships with reflects that, being larger than necessary for the physical size of the headphones. The XM6 folds, and the difference in travel practicality is substantial. The compact case with magnetic closure fits into a carry-on pocket or a laptop bag compartment, where the XM5's case does not. For buyers who travel with their headphones as primary gear rather than keeping them at a desk, the XM6 foldable design solves a problem the XM5 created. Edge, Sony WH-1000XM6. The XM5's immediately satisfying warm sound tuning is not a limitation for a large segment of music listeners. It is genuinely preferable to the XM6's more accurate presentation. Not every buyer wants reference sound. Some buyers want headphones that make their music feel rich and involving from the first song without needing to evaluate whether the frequency response is accurate. The XM5 does that better than the XM6, and for that listener, the accuracy upgrade of the new driver is irrelevant. It is also currently available at prices meaningfully below its original retail, which for buyers who find a good deal creates a value case the XM6 cannot match at its current pricing. The XM6 comfort improvement over the XM5 is real, but it is not universal. Customer feedback includes reports of discomfort after extended sessions that suggest the redesigned headband, while better than its predecessor, still does not fit every head shape equally well. At the premium the XM6 commands, buyers who need all-day comfort confidence without the ability to try in person are taking a small but real risk. The XM5 carried the same risk and it materialized for a segment of its buyers. The XM6 addresses the design flaw but does not eliminate fit variability entirely. The Sony WH-1000XM6 wins this comparison, and the case for it is built on real, compounding improvements that matter across the full range of how these headphones are used. The QN3 processor with 12 microphones delivers adaptive ANC that the XM5 cannot replicate in complex noise environments. The carbon fiber dome driver produces reference-accurate sound that surpasses the XM5 for critical listening. The redesigned headband addresses the fit limitation that damaged the XM5's long-term reputation. The foldable case solves a travel problem the XM5 created. And the 6-microphone call system improves voice isolation in the environments where calls actually happen. At prices ranging from $398 to $458, the XM6 is asking for the same money the XM5 originally commanded, and it delivers more. The XM5 at $278 to $398 is the right choice for a buyer who finds it at the lower end of its current range, values the warmer sound tuning for casual listening, does not travel with their headphones, and is comfortable with the trade-offs in its durability track record. At a significant discount, the XM5 remains a genuinely exceptional headphone. At price parity with the XM6, the argument dissolves. Both headphones are linked in the description below. Check current pricing before you decide, since the XM5 in particular has fluctuated significantly. One honest final note. If you already own the XM5 and it fits comfortably, the XM6 is not a meaningful enough upgrade to justify replacing what is working well. If you want comparisons like this one, hit subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.